Not every Western rides off into the sunset. Some crash and burn in spectacular fashion, and we're not talking small losses, we're talking hundreds of millions. These are Westerns so disastrous they sank careers, killed studios, and left Hollywood in shock. A $163 million mashup of Unforgiven and sci-fi nonsense starring Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. It limped to a lukewarm $174.8 million worldwide, just barely scraping back its bloated budget. The film's ridiculous history didn't help. It sat in development hell for over a decade, with a lineup of almost stars including Bruce Willis, Brendan Fraser, and even Jackie Chan. And that sequel they teased? Left in the desert to rot. But if you think Cowboys and Aliens was a disaster, buckle up for Heaven's Gate. Michael Cimino went from Oscar royalty to Hollywood's biggest pariah with this $44 million epic that grossed a laughable $3.5 million. Audiences despised the bloated 3-hour and 39-minute slog, critics tore Cimino to shreds, and United Artists collapsed under the weight of its failure. By the 90s, Cimino was directing bargain bin trash. By 2016, he passed away in obscurity. Then there's The Legend of the Lone Ranger, a $12 million catastrophe that killed ITC Entertainment. Casting Clinton Spilsbury, a complete unknown who was supposed to be the next Christopher Reeve, backfired in spectacular fashion. Spilsbury's offset antics, from bar fights to chain smoking, overshadowed the movie. He reportedly couldn't even deliver his lines without rewrites. The result? Too violent for kids, too dumb for adults, and a financial meltdown so bad it led to the creation of TriStar Pictures. And we're not done with The Lone Ranger just yet. Disney's The Lone Ranger, starring Johnny Depp as Tonto, didn't just fail, it imploded. With a $250 million budget and a marketing tab of $150 million, even its $260 million worldwide gross wasn't enough to break even. Depp's casting sparked immediate backlash, critics ripped it apart, 31% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Disney had yet another humiliating loss on their hands.